Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. Before we get to driving, I want to tell you I'm sitting in a BMW 525i E34 edition generation from 1995, and this car holds a special place in my heart because 5 years ago a friend and I, we talked about getting him an E34 because he really is into Youngtimers, and those cars from back in the day, they hold a very special place in our hearts because, you know, we're Balkan children, and everybody that drove one of these in 1995 was the king. He made it. It was a business guy. Otherwise you couldn't afford cars like this. So we always looked up to people that are driving cars like this. And then one day he told me, okay, he wanted to get one, and we looked at the internet, at auctions and stuff like that, and we found it. So we called the guy, was an elderly gentleman, and we said, okay, we're coming to your place to look at the car and decide if we wanted to buy it or not. So we went there, and it was a farm, and we're looking at each other, and I'm not sure if it is a good thing or not. I'm looking at the farm. It looks really like a farm would. It was an old farm, and this was like a farm find. And then we talked to each other, and I'm telling him, look, listen, if the car comes up ugly, if it has scratches and stuff like that, don't touch it. I know you want it, don't touch it, let's just leave. And we agreed to that. And then we told him, okay, well, get the car. So we goes in his backyard, he gets the car, he comes up to us, and I can remember it like it was yesterday. We looked at it and we were both in shock. We were shocked because it was such a beautiful car. It had this wonderful, still has this Bordeaux red color. It was such a wonderful car. It was beautiful, beautiful. No scratches at all. It had those original BMW wheels from back in the day. I might put a picture in so you can imagine. And it had the most old school interior design you can ever imagine. It was beige, it had those stuffed seats, it had like the panel was beige, everything was just very for elderly guys. And then what he did is, he took the car and he started building on it. And I didn't see it for 3 years, so I'm really surprised because everything has changed. Even the transmission, it was an automatic transmission back then, but he changed it to a manual. So I'm kind of, well, I'm shocked. I'm shocked because I didn't think he would put so much effort in. And it has the BMW Alpina wheels, which I'm going to show you later. But I just wanted to give you a backstory on the car before we start driving it. And it has, to talk about the stats, it's a 525, so it's a 2.5 liter 6-cylinder inline 6 from BMW. It has 192 horsepower and 250 newton meters of torque. So it's not a fast car, okay? It really isn't a fast car. It makes 8.6 seconds to 100. It might go to 230 when it was new. I'm not sure if it can drive 230 kph right now, but I mean, does it have to? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's an old car. It's almost 30 years old. So it's 26, and what I like about it is it's just the BMW pleasure that they're giving away their car with it. This BMW driving experience everybody's talking about, this car gives you 100% of that. It's old, it's it's just so funny to drive. The steering wheel is loose, but it's still just a very beautiful drive. And cars like this hold a very special place in my heart. I know I'm driving, I have a sports car, and it's wonderful and everything is wonderful, but this really holds a special place in my heart because if you drove one of these back in the day in the Balkans, you were the guy. You were the businessman that did everything right in his life. And that's just what I love. That's just what I love about this car. It brings back childhood memories. So I wanted to share this story with you. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the exterior of the car. Then I'm taking it to a drive. And yeah, then we sum it up. That's it. Okay, so let me prepare the camera. Let me change the view.